Backs it up 5, 2nd and 8. From the pocket across the middle, there's a catch. And a first down. Chris Williams has another grab. That will extend the drive.
I think he's matched up on Marcus Howard here, and he's got that angry look on him that Chris Schultz knows all about. When you get real upset up front, you still have to maintain your technique, however, and watch Jason Jimenez on Marcus Howard at the top. Keep him wide, get a little help from the inside, and Simeon Rotier.
The Westlock, Alberta native, Rotier Williams, another catch at midfield. By the way, that second down conversion catch, another stat area that Williams has excelled in this year. He had 18 of those coming into this game. A guy who can extend the drives with his reliable hands.
His last 4 games, his average at over 20 yards a catch, which tells you he's making the big plays.
Another big play here from just across midfield. 2nd and 5, are wide open for a first down. Is Stout. He'll get tripped up by Rod Davis, but you know, prior to the drive, you knew this was a pivotal one for the Tiger Cats. They held Edmonton to 3, and now with a chance to close the gap.
Another bunch formation, this time from Hamilton, and this time it does have the 3 receivers a little bit wider from the line of scrimmage, and you can see how the Edmonton Eskimos getting caught in the wash there. Rod Davis can't get outside.
1st and 10. Screen set up. Incomplete. Rod Davis was coming down the middle like a freight train and busted the play up.
You know, every now and then your film study pays off, and all the homework you do during the week pays off, and you get in the game defensively, and by formation and the way it starts, you just know the play. You've read it, you see it, you know the play. That was the case for Rod Davis. He had that one pegged and was closing quickly. And then he went and told Kevin Glenn he knew it.
2nd and 10. Good protection over the middle, and that is dropped. Weldon Brown thought he had his 2nd pick of the year, and it ends up being an incomplete pass.
Kevin Glenn went to the well again. He, you know, on these long situations, he's gone to the short side of the field on the dig route. And right here, Weldon Brown had seen enough. He says, okay, I've seen it 3 or 4 times. You've got a couple of first downs on it, and this time he jumps it. Maurice Mann running the route.
So now Medlock looking for the pin. Angles that out, and Weldon Brown fields it around the 14-yard line. Here with under 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Ricky Ray and the Eskimos go back to work. They start at their 14-yard line with Messam in behind the Eskimo quarterback. And Ray held on, and they get him. Ricky Ray brought down. Matt Kirk was there. Stevie Banks in the area.
Ricky Ray wanted to go to Fred Stamps on the outs in the slot back spot here. He's working on Bo Smith. Watch Stamps come off the line of scrimmage, try a double move. Little fake there on the curl, then he wanted to go deep. You see Hines is now favoring that side to try and help on Stamps. Bo Smith takes it away, and that causes a sack at the other end.
Albert Smith and Stevie Banks getting to Ricky Ray, who calls the draw. Here's Messam. Ray Williams is going to wrap him. And it's a 2-and-out and a rare one for the Eskimos on the night. And Williams is slow to get up.
Because it was 2nd and a bunch, Ray Williams, who's trying to get up here, is nicked. He is way off the line of scrimmage here. And again, that's just recognition from all the studying during the week to down in situation. Then he thought, oh boy, I got a lot of room to close here on Jerome Messam.
So Williams still getting attention. Looks like he may have cramped up. So we'll step out for a moment with 3:19 left in the third quarter. Muller sack tally brought to you by Purelator, tackling hunger across Canada. Check.
Well, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, such a dominant front seven in the first 5, 6, 7 games of the year, and I'm not taking anything away from them now, but BC Lions have closed the gap in a big way.
3 for the Eskimos tonight, and 1 on that last series for Hamilton. Ray Williams okay at the bench, and the Hamilton offense gets set to a pretty good field position here as Thigpen fields it over midfield. Breaks the tackle and then gets dropped at the 49-yard line. J.C. Sherritt downfield again.
Close to 50 years, Hamilton has been home to the Canadian Football Hall of Fame. The current location opened its doors in 1972 during Grey Cup week. Hall of Fame chronicles the history of the game from the amateur ranks to the professional level. The crown jewel of the hall is the Zone of Champions. This exhibit pays tribute to the game's greatest legends. One of the highlights of every football season is induction weekend. Every fall, a new class of honored members are inducted into the Canadian Football Hall of Fame.
This is our league brought to you by Nissan. There's a penalty on the kick return, a roughing call on Corbin Sharoon that gives Hamilton great field position here. But great class there. Matt Dunnigan, Bobby Jurison, Alan Pitts.
Oh, absolutely.
And of course, the induction dinner is tonight in Calgary. Our congratulations to the men going in, and we'll have lots more from the Hall of Fame game tomorrow at McMahon. Or can we call it McManus Stadium tomorrow?
I'm okay with that.
Second and long. Playing in trouble, and Rob Davis will bring him down back at about the 40-yard line. That's a big defensive play by the Eskimos, and well, they're going to spot it about the 38, and that'll test Justin Medlock.
Interesting formation defensively for Edmonton there, where you get Rod Davis, who ends up getting there, working in tandem with Munoz, the other linebacker in the play, and they're back and forth in a little bit of a combination stunt.
Well, Justin Medlock's been brilliant this year. We have seen a field goal on a convert that were kind of line drive, not necessarily Medlock signature kicks. Let's see what he does with this from 45 out with Jason Boltus, the holder. Nothing wrong with this one. And the game gets a little tighter. It's a 12-point Eskimo lead.
Friday night, we'd like to take this time to salute our men and women in the Canadian Forces. Tonight we salute Fighter Engineer Corporal Christian Lentz, one of 65 Canadian Forces personnel deployed to Kingston, Jamaica on Operation Jaguar, an exercise that provides essential training for both Canadian and Jamaican search and rescue teams. Canada and Jamaica have a long history of military cooperation dating back to 1960s. Operation Jaguar is our most recent contribution to the professional development of the Jamaica Defense Force. We have some of our Canadian heroes and our Canadian forces here in the crowd tonight at Ivor Wynne, and we always want to say a special hello to what I like to call our true Team Canada.
Great to see them in attendance. So 97 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And Medlock downfield. There's Armstead. Shivers in pursuit, and they bring down Armstead just across the 30-yard line.
Ricky Ray, 200 yards passing, just ending the third quarter. Remember, he had 388 in week 2, which was a personal best in 2011. His 12th best as an Edmonton Eskimo in his career. That was week 2, and he's putting up some numbers again tonight.
He's been well protected tonight. Looking deep. Watch Bowman downfield, and it's incomplete, and step for step on the play was Bo Smith. I was going to say, in the first meeting, the Hamilton Tiger Cats got 12 hits in on Ricky Ray, but Marcel Belfait mentioned the courage of Ray to stand in and deliver the deep ball.
He delivered it this time, and he gave his receiver, Darius Bowman, a chance, but he's well covered here by Bo Smith. And you know, when you hear about defensive backs reading the eyes and the expression, the facial expression of the receiver, when the ball is about to arrive, his eyes will get big like deer in the headlights. And that's what Bo Smith did, because he never looked back to the ball.
2nd and 10. Lots of time. Bo Smith there again. Eskimos wanted a penalty. They're not going to get it. So back-to-back defensive plays made by the 4-year veteran Bo Smith. And the defense for Hamilton starts to bring their A game. Another 2 and out for Edmonton.
Yes, they did. Bo Smith, watch what they tried to do here. This is what Edmonton wanted. They wanted the crossing routes from their slot backs. Fred Stamps being the guy to the wide field, but they run into each other. Their depths are off. So when that collision happens, let's show you one more time after the kickoff. Bo Smith makes the play, but it was the third option for Ricky Ray. Here's the change now. Watch this. Here comes Fred Stamps, and from the outside, you're going to get another Edmonton receiver, and that's the problem in their depth. They have to stop. They freeze there. No open receiver, so the only option up top is to try and go to that out. Ricky Ray doesn't have that because it's covered well by Bo Smith.
Go right now, baby.
Some intensity down there now from that Hamilton defense. Tiger Cats trying to claw their back into this one. Late stages, third quarter. Flag down. Looked like Hamilton was offside. Pass incomplete.
Kevin Glenn is working that in route, though. He almost had one picked off by Weldon Brown a couple of series ago. Tried to go to it there to Aaron Kelly.
Offside. Hamilton number 81. That penalties decline. 2nd down.
So Kelly offside on the play.
He knew he was the primary target because he had that in, or dig route it's called.
Ticats 2nd and long. They had 16 2nd and 7s or more last week against Montreal. Trying to convert here, and this one is intercepted. Chris Thompson, the former Tiger Cat. And now down inside the 20 and still going. And he'll be caught from behind. He does hold on the final play of the third quarter. It's a huge one for the Edmonton Eskimos. 53 on the return.
You take a look at the advantage gained here by the Edmonton Eskimos, and a key play there on that interception. Maybe one of those deal breakers here. Hamilton started to climb back into it, getting a little bit of momentum on the opening kickoff return from Chris Williams, but they're still having issues.
You had a sense that that series might tell you if we were going to get a finish tonight, and it turns out that a former Tiger Cat makes a big defensive play on a pass that looked like there was some confusion in this offensive scheme for the Ticats.
I know a lot of people are going to say that this is Kevin Glenn's fault, but I want to show you 2 receivers out here, one of which makes the mistake. You're going to see Aaron Kelly running the seam route, and I believe Clark is supposed to run the in with Kelly clearing out here. And Matt Clark on the, or Carter, I should say, on the top, just goes high and stays up on his go route rather than running into that hole where he's supposed to be. And Matt Carter makes the mistake there, it looks like to me, because they were too close together, and that ball thrown on time to a spot with no receiver in that spot.
Hey.
And now the Eskimos will try and punish them for that mistake. Here's Messam, gets slowed up, but they can't bring the big guy down. Even eventful on that 5-yard pickup.
Again, Jamal Johnson couldn't close quicker, you know, if he had the playbook and was told to play before. But this is second effort. This is just Jerome Messam not being denied, not taking a loss. A couple of times now, the Ticats' best tacklers in Ray Williams or Jamal Johnson have had Messam in the backfield, and he's picked up a few on his own.
And Williams with a pretty good lick on his teammate Jamal Johnson there. 75. Here comes the pressure. Fred Stamps has his 12th catch of the evening. And Fred Stamps will be watching down the stretch here as he is now 4 away from matching a CFL record for catches in a game.
Nice pickup on the offensive line here to allow Fred Stamps to get that one. Watch Kyle Koch come out of here and pick up a blitz off the edge. That center being able to look with the peripheral vision to get outside on Markeith Knowlton just gives Ricky Ray an extra second to throw that ball to Fred Stamps. This offensive line has been kind of patched together this year, having maybe its best game of the year.
Kyle Koch got a jock climbing game ball a couple of weeks ago. Joseph, quarterback option, and Stevie Banks hanging on, but Joseph falls forward to the 1.
Good option to put Kerry Joseph in the game down in this situation, you know, inside the 6-7 yard line, because he could stretch the perimeter and have the option to run the ball to Messam or Calvin McCarty.
Ticats had a goal line stand on Labor Day against Montreal, and you'd think with that score at the moment, they need one here too. Haven't Lake getting guys to the bench as Joseph plunging ahead. Is he in? No signal yet, and now a flag, and will that be for the late exit of Tiger Cat defensive players?
Offside. Hamilton number 14. First down.
Well, they're calling Bo Smith within that 1-yard restraining area. And a look of disbelief from him.
Take a look. We got a good look right down the line of scrimmage, and he was just a little careless as he goes to line up on his receiver and stepped in that neutral zone with his left foot. Ball snapped, and he's in the neutral zone.
So again, Garrett Joseph on the right side. Ball came loose. Are they signaling touchdown? And a flag. Well, did he break the plane before that ball popped away? And what's the flag? And why do we expect a challenge either way after this is gone?
You think